Okay, if you're having trouble getting ahead and reaching your goals, I want to give you a tip of something that I've learned recently that makes a big difference. So you may know what your calling is, you may know what your purpose is, you may know what your goals are, you may even know what the right things to do are. But one thing that could be holding you back is your timing and when you execute what you execute. So what do I mean? Sometimes we get to the point where we're really good at focusing and we get over distractions and we're not letting the things pull us away. We put our phone in a different room. We don't go on social media. We do whatever it takes to reach our goals quickly and do the right things. However, one thing that can still hold us back is doing the right things at the wrong time. Has that ever happened to you? So you're doing all the right things for a project that's due next week, but you haven't done all the things for the project that's due tomorrow. I have been guilty of this, focusing on and working on things that I want to do, that are easier, but they're not needed to be done at this time. So just because you're doing all the right things and there's the things towards goals that you know that you have, it has to be the right timing for it. And this was difficult for me for a lot of years because I felt like God would give me all these like really great ideas, but I thought the moment He gave them to me is when I should start working on them, like right away. So I'd have all these projects started, and then God would give me a new idea for a new project, and I would stop what I was doing and all the other stuff and then start working on this new thing. And this happened constantly for years, and I would get so frustrated because at the end of each year, I would maybe have 10 projects started, but none of them finished. None of them ever brought to completion. So again, that's that whole focus. Follow one course until successful, and make sure you're following the right course. Make sure you're working on the one that is most imperative for what you need at the time and at the moment. So you may have to pray about this. You may have to go, okay, God, I have 10 projects right now that all sound fun, that all seem like good ideas that I feel like you've given me. Which one is the most important one to focus on, to highlight on? And sometimes you may not get an immediate answer. You may need to pray about it, meditate on it, think about it, write them all down, and then see what's calling to you. See what's really the one that's going to be the one that's got the movement, got the momentum, you know? So if you've got a bunch of projects and you're not sure which one, that's the thing, pray and meditate, because you have to wait for that go ahead. You have to wait for that knowledge. If you get to the point where you don't feel like you're hearing the answers, then I would start to make movement on whichever one feels like it's calling to you, whichever one you're attracted to, whichever one you keep thinking about the most. For some people, sometimes that's the easiest one. It's the one they can finish the quickest and get out of the way. But for others, it's the one that you think about all the time, that keeps you up at night, the one that you talk about to your friends where you're like, man, I'm working on this thing. It's the one that excites you. That excitement will also give you momentum to finish and complete the things. So give it a try. Don't keep working on the right things at the wrong time. See what's calling out to you. See what's pulling at you. You know, sometimes you get that urge like, I gotta call that person. I gotta do that thing. Follow those instincts. Follow that path that's calling you to work on this certain thing. Read this article, do this research, whatever it is, because that's going to be the thing that leads you to unlock the other doors. Maybe there's doors that you, projects, parts that you're confused on. If you do the parts that are calling to you that you know to do, it sometimes unlocks the keys for the other things that you're not sure how to do. So you'll start, the more you do the things that are calling to you, the more you will start working on the right things at the right time. Hope that was helpful.